Hey guys, my name is Allesandra and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a very easy to achieve spring glowy look. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Starting out with a clean face, I have already primed my eyelids using my MAC Paint Pot in Ochre and this neutral set powder by Nye. Then going into the Jaclyn Hill Favorites Palette by Morphe, I'm going to take this sort of peachy gold shade on a fluffy blending brush and apply that directly into the crease, first in windshield wiper motions and then in circular motions to blend that up towards my eyebrows. Going back into that Morphe palette, taking this very gold yellowish shade with a Luxie blending brush and just putting this right above that crease color and blending it up to make it a little warmer. Then going in to this gold white shimmery shade with my ring finger to get the most color payoff. I'm just going to apply this to the lid and almost up into the crease, but not quite. You don't want any shimmer up in the crease. Then taking that Luxie brush with no extra product and blend that out. Back into this Morphe palette, picking up this reddish brown shade on a smudger brush or any eyeliner brush that you prefer, and I'm just going to press this into my lash line just to give me a little bit more definition. You could definitely use any eyeliner you want at this point, but for me, the definition of the eyeshadow was plenty. Now before continuing onto the face, you need to take a makeup remover wipe and just wipe away any of the fallout that might have happened while you were putting that shimmery shade on your eyelid. Then time to prime your face. I'm using this Smashbox Photo Finish Primer and just applying this all over my face. Now for foundation, I have been in love with this Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. It is super full coverage and it dries very quickly, which I really like. So one pump can cover my whole face, which I also love. So I just put that on the back of my hand and I'm blending this in with a damp beauty blender. Then time to conceal the under eyes. I'm using this Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Chantilly, aka White Pale Ghost. And I'm going to mix two Nye setting powders to set my under eye, so I like to mix those first. I'm using Fair and Neutral Set. Then I'll go and blend out my concealer and then set it with those powders. And as you can see, I'm packing on quite a bit of powder, and this is to bake the under eyes, which essentially just means you're using your body's natural heat to really set that powder and keep it from creasing all day. Next, I'm going to set the rest of my face using this NYC Smooth Skin loose powder and a Morphe brush. Now to contour, I was so excited about this. I had never tried this. This is the ColourPop Matte Bronzing Shade in Bon Voyage, and all the reviews that I read said that it was really good for fair skin. I had just run out of my Hoola by Benefit, so this was me first trying it, and I am in love. I am sold. I would recommend it to anybody with fair skin. Plus, it is only $8 and it is just the perfect shade for fair skin. Not too ashy, but definitely not too warm. So as you can see, I applied that under my cheekbones as well as my jawline just to give me a little bit of extra definition, and then also applied it to my temples, a touch across the top of my hairline, and blending that all out. Next, time for blush. This is also from ColourPop in the shade Tasty, and it is discontinued, which I'm really sad about, but this was also my first time using it and I absolutely love it. Now it's time to blend away that powder I used to set my under eyes, and I'm using this blush brush from e.l.f. Next, to highlight, I'm using the Mary-Lou Manizer from the Balm and a Crown Brushes fan brush to highlight the high points of my cheekbones. Also highlighting the Cupid's bow and a little bit on my finger to dab it on the tip of my nose and run it up the bridge. And lastly, above my brow bone to give my face a little bit more dimension. Now, I did my brows off camera, but if you'd like to see a full brow tutorial, I will put the link to that down below. Now it's time to curl and put mascara on my lashes. I always like to do this after I've set my face makeup, for the simple fact that if I do it before, I can sometimes get a bit heavy-handed with those face powders and it can collect and land on my lashes, so I either have to apply more mascara or brush that off my lashes, and I'd just rather do it the easy way and put it on after I've set my face. As you can see, I've applied that to both my top and bottom lashes, and don't worry about if you get any on the skin underneath your eyelashes, because you just need a brush to wipe that away once it's dried. Now you could totally stop here if you didn't want to add false lashes, but come on, you know I'm gonna add some falsies. These are House of Lashes Featherette lashes, and I'm just pulling at the middle of the lash downward to get them off of the packaging and putting a little bit of glue, and you're gonna let that dry for just a second before you apply that. I prefer to use a set of tweezers to apply my lashes. Some people cannot stand that. They can't have the idea of having tweezers near their eye, but for me it's the best way to get control when I'm putting these lashes on. So I will press them into the center of the eye and then attach the outer and then inner corner, and then just clamp those tweezers down to just kind of pinch the false lashes to my natural lashes. Now it's time for lips. I'm going to be using two different lipsticks from ColourPop. The first one is called Brunch, and it is a very bright coral shade, I guess, and it was a little bit too bright, so I went in with the color Easy, which was a very light glossy pink shade. Unfortunately, both of these colors were discontinued from ColourPop, which I'm super sad about, but I'm sure you can find dupes online. Now to my favorite part, which is setting spray. This is the Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray. It's perfect for anyone with oily skin, and I'm basically gonna bathe myself in it. And this is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you have any comments or requests, please post them down below. And remember that I do put all the links to all of the products that I've used in the description bar, so check that out. I will have a new video posted this Friday, so I will see you then. Bye!